Over the last few days, the international mainstream media of the world is publishing all kinds of stories about the demonetization in India, and many of them are misleading the citizens of the world by telling them the half-truth, which suits their interests. However, every citizen of the world deserves to know the reality. Not so long ago, the government of India ran a massive campaign in which they encouraged all the citizens of this country to open a bank account, and that could be done even with a zero balance. During this massive campaign, many bank accounts were opened, but still, some people didn't cooperate with the government and chose to remain unaccounted. After some time, the government of India started another campaign in which every citizen of India was encouraged to declare their undisclosed income. And not just that, the government of India even went one step ahead and promised that no questions would be asked to such depositors. As a result, many citizens went ahead and declared their undisclosed income, but many still didn't and preferred to keep their income hidden from the government. And only then, demonetization happened, which meant that all the existing 500 and 1000 rupees currency notes were no longer legal to perform any financial trade. However, they can still be deposited in the bank accounts up to a maximum of around $3,600 per individual. And if it is more, then one must produce the documents to support one's income. The idea was simple: make the life difficult for the people who are dealing in all kinds of organized crimes. Make the life difficult for the individuals who have collected massive stock of currency through bribes and corruption. Make the life difficult for those citizens who are dishonest about their income, and many of those who earn in millions but on record are still unemployed or poor. And surprisingly, that may even include majority of the unaccounted stall owners on the streets of India, or many other businesses which appear to be small but can easily humble any white-collar corporate employee in their earnings. And most importantly, by this decision, the government of India has deeply hurt the fake currency racket and has taken a great initiative to merge the parallel economy into the mainstream economy. And for all those who have earned their money in a legitimate way have a chance until 31st December to go and deposit their money in their bank accounts. By doing this, the government of India has taken a very brave decision. However, it may not be a very popular decision among the poor or uneducated section of the society, who are too unaware to understand the deep economics behind this move. They may not know that in the long run, it is good for them, as they may feel the heat in the short term. Many from the international media were only highlighting that the daily wage worker is not being able to get work for a few days, as there is shortage of cash in the market. However, the same international media forgot to highlight that the fact that the government of India was encouraging every Indian to open a bank account even with a zero balance for a long time. Even after this demonetization, the government is further going to encourage each and everyone who earn in daily or weekly wages to open bank accounts and receive their salaries in accounts and not in cash. To give you an example, let me tell you how the small wage workers can benefit by this move. To start with, their salaries will be on time, and they will be able to complain to the concerned authorities in case of non-payment by their employer. And not just that, the worker would also get the benefits of the industrial acts and will be able to have PF, Provident Fund. They will also be able to have free medical treatments from ESI, Employees State Insurance Corporation hospitals, and medical colleges. And the biggest turnaround is likely to be seen in the freshly updated poverty and unemployment statistics from India, as due to this decision, many so-called poors are going to jump out of the poverty line in a moment. Not because they would start to earn more overnight, but just because what they earn will now be more visible to the government, and more importantly, to the international organizations who have some horribly wrong statistics of India's unemployment and poverty rate. On the other hand, some of the journalists from the international media are counting the death toll due to demonetization, which according to them has reached 25 so far, which is absolutely sad, but at the same time they forgot to tell the citizens of the world that due to demonetization, all kind of big and small organized crimes in India have almost stopped, and the deaths due to violence of all kinds have also been stopped too, which has saved lives of many more than 25 people. By demonetization, the actual production and consumption of India is not going to change overnight. It is just going to be more visible to the world and to the government of India, as the country is going to witness a dramatic merge of its parallel black economy into its white economy, which will mean more tax for the government, which would bring bigger budgets for infrastructure developments, human development, welfare schemes for poor, and more job creation. One must remember that bigger revenues mean bigger budgets, and bigger budgets mean bigger growth and bigger possibilities. The government of India must remember that now every citizen of India is going to depend a lot more on them, as the citizens of India are going to reveal to the government all their wealth and income honestly. And now it will be even a bigger responsibility for the governments to ensure that there is not scam, high-level corruption, and the proper utilization of funds. The government of India will have to have a fine balance and not over-depend on the outside financial world. Must make its fundamentals even stronger to withstand the future global recessions, as the citizens of India won't be able to play their role in saving their country with the informal economy as it happened in the past. The revenue and the tax collection of the central and state governments is going to increase by this move, but that also means more responsibility for them. Because when citizens pay tax from their hard-earned money, they share their own wealth to the government, hoping that the government would honestly use it for the citizens and their country's betterment by providing them security and good quality of life. Some of the journalists from the international media also feared crowd and chaos that would be caused from this step, as there were people on the streets forming huge crowd outside the banks in order to withdraw or deposit their money. But the same international journalists forgot to remind themselves that India is a country of mega events and mega human gatherings, because the Indians are the undisputed masters in the crowd management. From the grand Kumbh festivals to the boat raids of Kerala, from the Hornbill festival of the northeast India to the Bull festival of Tamil Nadu in the south. India is the pioneer in the management of the masses since the ancient times. The mega crowd forming outside the banks and ATM machines, where the people are lining up for days to withdraw the new currency, are the great examples of the bond and cooperation between the government and its people. It shows how serious every Indian is to kill the black money, how serious a common person is to rebuild their country, how serious everyone is to involved in the nation's building. There may be some hiccups here and there, but India has proven yet again that it has the will to withstand the obstacles. if Indians can stand for hours outside a temple in a queue, the highly flexible and patient citizens of India can surely stand in queues outside the banks too. But this time for another temple, and that is the Parliament of India, which they call the Temple of India's democracy. India has shown to the world that it will find mega solutions for its mega problems. It is ready to take mega decisions to bring mega reforms. India has shown to the world that it will pass the test of time to ensure that it is slowly but surely rebuilding and repairing itself to reclaim the glory of its ancient times. However, the real victory is not the cash that is being deposited in the banks. The real victory is not that all illegal activities and crime will be lessened. The real victory is not that the corrupt money turned into paper overnight. The real victory is not that the financial statistics of India are likely to be more transparent from now on. The real victory of the government of India is that from now on, everyone will be afraid to store big cash in their house. Everyone will think twice before asking, giving, or storing bribe or black money. And that is why this is the real victory of the people of India, because now they will remember that the new 500s or 2000s currency notes can also be discontinued anytime. And this will inspire people to do the transactions in white money and encourage them to open bank accounts, making India a cashless economy, making the life of criminals more difficult, and reminding the people of India the glorious word Satyamev Jayate from the ancient Hindu scriptures, which means truth alone triumphs. See you again.